Hi, my name is Ron Dorn. I'm a physical geography professor at ASU, and the purpose of this presentation is to give you some clues on how to do this lab more efficiently, how to do the Grand Canyon lab so you spend less time. All professors want students to really dig in and explore and enjoy a laboratory activity and spend more time than is needed to earn a great grade. But I understand that labs are complicated and you want to first make sure that you get the lab done quickly. And then if it's something you enjoy and explore, then then spend more time if you decide to. So I'm going to start sharing the screen and give you a few clues that you may or may not have thought about. The first important clue is to learn how to play the game. There's only one way to do that, and that is to actually go in and try and use it. Use the mouse to be able to move the scene backwards and forwards. Move the mouse to be able to get an overview of what things are looking like and practice moving the avatar around. If you have a kid, and you're not familiar with video games, you can have your child play the game and you can take notes while you play the game. Another thing I'd like to stress is that you should do stage 0 offline, not using Canvas. So this is the home page for Why is the Grand Canyon So Grand, where you get a lot of resources and information. And if you download stage 0 here, you can work on all of the questions that you will see in Canvas for stage 0 offline. And with stage 0, you can go back and retake the quiz again. So if you got something wrong, then you can correct it and earn more points. Another thing I'd like you to do is to realize that towards the bottom of this page, there are a lot of tutorials that have been made to help you with the lab. There's one I made on how to play the game, on look at game settings, on measuring distances, on question 1 in stage 0, on measuring distances again in the Grand Canyon, on stage 3. Stage A, there's some tutorials on how to measure rates of deepening and widening in the Grand Canyon. And there are tutorials made for question B2, B4, and B13. Another thing to stress is that if you want a video tutorial made for you, please request it. Just email your instructor and ask for it. Also, realize that before you get frustrated and run into any issues, make an appointment via Zoom to be able to learn how to play the game. For example, one student thought that the avatar could control the map key here. Well, in reality, you have to hit the escape button to gain control over the menu aspects, including the geology key, to be able to slide and see the different formations. The Kaibab limestone up here, the Toroweap formation, the Coconino sandstone and the gold, the Hermit formation, the limestones down here like the Red Wall, the Bright Angel shale, and the Tapete sandstone underneath. So when you are looking at the key, this is something you can control in the menu. And then when you hit escape, that brings you into game playing mode. Another possible clue that may help you is that if you jump to stage A, for example, here, and I click on the link, and I'm simulating you going in and seeing the questions for stage A. So in my professor mode, I generate a set of questions, and this is what you would see. Many of the questions are pools of questions inside Canvas, and they're doled out separately to different students. So for example, in one of these questions, exactly what's being asked will change, and there could be as many as 15 different pool questions, so you might be getting something slightly different. You can go back to Canvas simply by getting off of the lab and getting back on, but that can be a bit of a pain. So when you first decide to go into stage A and look at the quiz questions, make a PDF file. In a Mac, I just hit Command P. In a PC, if you don't know how to make a PDF file, just ask YouTube. Say Windows, how to make a PDF file. So I've generated a PDF file here on the Mac, and I suddenly have this quiz offline. I send it to my desktop, and then I can see the same questions, and this would allow me to go in, take my time. Another important clue to save time is, let's say you're working on question 2 here, and you see it in the PDF file, and you want to ask your instructor or one of the preceptors in your class. Learn how to take a screenshot, not with your phone, but using your computer. So I'm taking a screenshot here of question 2, and then I can email this screenshot to my instructor or the preceptor or all of them all together and ask a specific question. Not only that, I can take the question, which is, what are these things at a particular location? And I can bring the avatar to a particular location, and I can take a screenshot, say, for example, of where the avatar is and also the question I'm asking about. So then I can get very specific and say, what is the rock type that this avatar is standing on? I'm having trouble figuring it out. These are a few clues. I hope they're useful to you. The most important thing is I want you to not get frustrated. Before you get frustrated, before you slam your head against the keyboard, ask for help. For a tutorial session individually by your instructor or preceptor to help you get started and really get in the flow of the class.